Hey y'all, I gotta start over. I was making a video and then I got a phone call and it just got all jacked up. So I was talking about the Supreme Court decision today about Roe versus Wade. And as I was stating, is that this this is only doing, is overturning what the Democrats has done or did do all those years ago to enforce this Roe versus Wade situation. The abortions and stuff like that used to be up to the states. The Supreme Court does not do laws and things like that. They just interpret the law. Anything else besides that, it has to be up to the states. Okay, they're just going to interpret the law according to the Constitution, or at least that's what they're supposed to do. Okay, and then leave it up to the states. And people are misconstruing this whole thing. I will say the satanic, crazy liberals, the left, the Democrats, the Democrats, the ones that y'all support, they are making it seem like this is overturning abortions altogether. That's not the case. It's just giving the power back to the states like it was originally. Now, what's sad about it is how people will not take the time, and they're so indoctrinated and brainwashed that they believe anything that they're told instead of doing the research to find out what is the deal with Roe versus Wade. Like my mom, she's 79 years old. She heard of Roe versus Wade, and this was in her day. Okay, I was born, this was in the whenever it was, okay, 70s or whatever. So I had to break it down to her, and once she understood it, at that point, she was totally enlightened. She was like, "Oh, I didn't even know what that was about." You have to do your research before you start speaking. I don't understand why people will not do that. They get all upset. They want all this violence to go down today. It's finna get bad. And it's going to be bad because of these idiot, satanic, evil Democrats, liberals, okay? That's going to be the issue, okay? It's so many aspects to this whole situation. Okay, first of all, most of these people that's in this crowd that's fighting for aborting babies, killing innocent lives by the hundreds of thousands every year, and most of that number, hundreds of thousands of abortions being performed yearly, are black women. We the ones laying up on the damn table killing these babies. Okay? We're the black women are the ones that's allowing these white liberals to tell them that you need to abort your child because you guys, you black women, you're dying in childbirth. So it's safer for you to just have an abortion than to risk dying in childbirth. Like this is 1940 something, 30 something. I don't know nobody that's died in childbirth, and I've been on this planet for 60 years. Not one person that I personally know has died in childbirth. So that's a damn lie. Okay? But to me, what's tripping me out is most of them people that's in these crowds fighting for abortions and fighting for killing innocent life are supposed to be Christians. They're supposed to be Christians. But since they turned their backs to God, he handled it his own self, like he always does. He is in control. He don't want all these babies. It's a sin. Abortion is a sin. And I don't care how they try to sugarcoat it, how they try to wrap it up in a box. In a box, okay, with a nice pretty bow on it. Abortion is murder. Period. Whether it's inside the womb or it's outside the womb. Abortion is murder. You're killing a life. Now, the fact that these satanic, demonic people want to insist and go against biology, okay, and say that life don't begin until the baby is actually born. They're trying to convince women that life don't begin at conception. Well, if you stop and think about how stupid that sounds, okay, so if life don't begin till after the baby is born, what is that growing inside of you? You don't give birth to an embryo. You don't give birth to an egg. You give birth to a full-blown, developed child. You carry that child for 9 months. So are they saying that the baby's not growing in your body? In order for the baby to grow, it has to be alive, correct? Okay? This is how sick they are. This is how sick the Democrats are. This is how sick liberalism is. They don't want us to have any more children, especially black people. They're trying to change the sex of our children, okay, with this transgender, evil, demonic agenda, okay? So I'm trying to understand, what is the problem? Either you believe life begins at conception, the minute that sperm hits that egg, or you're an idiot and you think that life don't begin until after the baby is born. I mean, the sickness and the mental instability that has run rampant in this country and has really, really gotten more and more prominent since this idiot stepped his foot in the fake-ass White House that he sits in. They're for killing our children, y'all, because it's a depopulation agenda. And right now, they're more focused on killing black babies than they are any other babies. They're not telling the Hispanic women that they're dying in childbirth. They're not telling white women that they're dying in childbirth. Only the black women. We're the highest number. Y'all need to kill y'all babies because y'all, if you don't, you're going to die when you, high probability that you're going to die when you have this baby. Do y'all see the evilness that's done permeated throughout this country since this fool got in? Because they exacerbated. What's the word? I can't even say it right. Exacerbates it. Carries it on, they perpetuate it, whatever word you want to use. They are keeping this evil demonic agenda that is totally against God. They're the ones that's perpetuating this. They're not for God. So all of you damn people that's running to church and all this kind of stuff, claiming y'all Bible thumpers and all this kind of stuff, there's no way on this earth that anybody that does that on a weekly basis, that claims they so religious, should be in support of abortion. Just fake as hell. That's why people don't go to church no more. Because they full of shit. Okay? Now, my thing is this. If you don't want a baby and you're the complete adult with your own faculty, supposed to be, okay? If you don't want a child, then when you have sex, you need to be protected. It's just that simple. If you lay down with somebody and you have unprotected sex, the minute he skeet, there's a high probability that it's going to meet an egg and you're going to become pregnant. That is not the time to make the choice of whether or not you want to keep this child. It's not fair to the unborn child. The unborn child didn't do anything but be created through an act of irresponsibility. There's ways not to get pregnant, but they're irresponsible. They just lay down, they just have sex, whatever. And if I get pregnant, I just go down to the abortion clinic and just kill the child. All I was trying to do was get my funky on for a few minutes. What the hell? You people that support that are sick to me. I don't give a damn how you feel about what I just said. I could care less. Okay? It's about these babies. And they deserve to live too. You don't know who you killing. That child that you just let them suck out of your body like that in a million pieces could have grew up to be your blessing. He or she could have grew up to be president, could have grew up to be CEO of some company in the future and became rich or whatever and been your blessing in your old age. People don't think that life that you just killed because you was irresponsible was somebody and was going to be somebody in this life. And whatever that child's destiny was, his path of life that God put that child on, bought that child through you, or not, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying in general, okay, were blessed to bring forth into this world. That's God's child, okay? He chose you to bring that child forth, to raise that child to be somebody. And they're not even getting the chance to do that. If you don't want the child, put it up for adoption. Give them another chance in life to be adopted by somebody who really will love and care and rear that child to be the best person that they can be. These young girls out here that's getting pregnant by these little thug boys trying to keep a man, trying to keep their bag, so they have all this unprotected sex, and then they get pregnant. They run into the abortion clinics to get rid of the child like it's some kind of health care or something. You know what I'm saying? That's not, they're trying to make it seem like it's part of the women's health situation. That ain't got nothing to do with abortion. Abortion is a choice. Women's health ain't. A woman can get ovarian cancer, fibroids, with all other stuff that women can get. We don't have no choice with that. You go to the doctor, you find out you got these issues, and you get it taken care of. Abortion is a choice. Just like having unprotected sex is a choice. These babies are being killed by the hundreds and thousands per year. What y'all did, it's just cool to just stop civilization like that? I told y'all in my other video that they are attacking the children inside the womb and outside of the womb. They don't want us here. Margaret Sanger, the ultra racist that created Planned Parenthood, the reason why she created Planned Parenthood and abortions and stuff, the Planned Parenthood, I'm saying, is to kill black children. That was created for us, not for white people, not for Mexican people, Asian people, none of that. She distinctly said it's to kill black children. And who the one running to the damn abortion clinics, throwing themselves up on the damn table? Black women. A lot. Not all. A lot. So this decision that they did today with the Supreme Court, that's exactly what they should have done. It was like that from the beginning. It's the Democrats who changed it to make it a federal situation by creating this Roe versus Wade. And let me tell y'all something. I read up on what Roe versus Wade was about. I can't remember if it's Roe or Wade, but what it was one of them was pregnant. I don't know what the situation was, out of wedlock, I don't know. All I know is that one of them, the Roe or Wade, was pregnant. For some reason, the Democrat got a hold to her, okay? And they knew that they wanted this abortion agenda, okay? So what they did was they put her out front like the face of abortion, like the face of feminism, like the face of just Just like they just paraded her and forced her pretty much to be the face of abortion. Okay? Well, come to find out, after all this came about, the Roe versus Wade case, whatever, the chick never even had an abortion. From what I understand, from what I read, she didn't even have the abortion. Okay? So it's all an agenda that the Democratic Party has created to destroy the black family unit. That's all they've been doing for black people. They're not going to give us no money. They're not going to give us no executive orders. They're not going to give us no no kind of hate crime against the black community. They're not going to do that because they don't want us anyway. We get crack pipes and abortions and jail and drugs and crime and murder. And, that's what we get. So, just in case people don't understand how important this decision was today, okay? Now you do. And so now you got these crazy ass white people. I'm sorry if y'all don't like it, okay? But these your people, because I'm looking at TV right now, ain't no black people out there. Okay? Talking about it's finna be on and popping tonight. They already trying to organize all the damn riots and the this and the that. Okay? I've never in my life seen where people are literally fighting to kill a child that they created. You created that child. Now you hate it so much that you were just gonna kill it? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. These liberals sick. This government that we have, this administration that we have is sick. People have to start coming together in this country and fighting back against this tyrannical government that we have right now. I don't understand it. Now, what's going to start happening now? They already put out Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett or whatever her name is, the other Supreme Court justice. They didn't already put their addresses out. That's why the man was going to try to kill Kavanaugh 2 weeks ago, because they doxed them. Watch how many Supreme Court justices' addresses and stuff is going to start getting doxed so that these crazy-ass liberals can go and do harm to them at their homes, or even to stand outside and try to intimidate them and threaten them. These are Supreme Court justices. That is against the law. You can peacefully protest, but you cannot stand in front of a judge. They don't even have to be a Supreme Court judge. Any judge. It's against the law to intimidate a judge into coercing them to make the decision that you want. You can't do that. But the Democrats don't care. They ain't even saying nothing about Brett Kavanaugh's life almost being taken, his family's lives almost being taken, or could have possibly been taken 2 weeks ago. The Democrats ain't said nothing about that. Joe asshole ain't said nothing about that. Because they don't care. Y'all better start getting involved. Because you see the direction that the country is going in. And ain't nobody saying nothing. Y'all just complying with it. These people are out of control. And they have an agenda to get rid of you. They don't want you. They don't want me. We have got to come together as the citizens of this country, tax-paying citizens of this country, that they're taking all of our tax dollars and just doing whatever the hell they want to do to it, with it. Give it to Ukraine. As a matter of fact, it's multi-millions of dollars left over from COVID that these people ain't releasing. They just sitting on it. I mean, these people are incredibly evil. And in case y'all forgot, God is still in control. But he does expect the people on his side, the people in his army, God-fearing people, not to be weak-ass, punk-ass people. I serve an almighty God. I don't serve no punk God. He don't play. Okay? So, I'm just going to sit back today and just watch the liberals, the liberal idiots, okay, just absolutely lose their mind and make themselves look like a bunch of fools fighting to kill babies. What kind of evil shit is that? But we'll tell you in 2.5 seconds they believe in God, or they go to church, or they read the Bible. Okay? You can't be on both sides of the fence at the same time. You're either for life or you're not. It's no different than somebody holding a gun up to somebody's head and shooting them and killing them. Murder is murder. If you kill something that was alive, that's murder. And because they don't want to accept responsibility for their sickness, that's why they try to make it seem like, oh, that's not really a baby. It's not really a baby. It's just a clump of cells. It's not even real. It's not a baby. That's to ease their guilty conscience, okay? Because they know it's murder. This is an administration. These are people who do not take responsibility for what they do. Everything is everybody else's fault. Or everybody else is the reason for their sickness. Okay? They up in arms because of the decision, because they got a lot of decisions coming down from the Supreme Court. This ain't the last of it. There's some more that's coming down. We just don't know what it is. But yesterday, we had another victory that the Supreme Court handed down, and the people are losing their damn minds. And that is, they struck down the anti-gun law in New York. Now, the Democrats is trying to make the argument of, oh, my God, that's horrible. And, innocent people are going to be killed. And the children are going to be killed. And this, that, and the third. Well, what do you think is happening in New York anyway? Don't you know that if a criminal wants to do something and they find out that they can get away with it in certain cities, or there's anti-gun laws in place, they know that those people are unprotected to fight back any criminals that come into their territory, just like what happened in Boston. That was an anti-gun zone. That's why that guy drove all those hours to go to that particular spot, because he knew, because he did research, which is what a lot of people don't do, okay? And he found out, he knew that that was an anti-gun area and the people was going to be unprotected. So they struck that down yesterday. Do y'all see for yourself how much murder and crime is going on in broad daylight in New York? So how is the people supposed to protect themselves if you banning the guns? They so stupid, and they think you're stupid. The Second Amendment is alive and well. That ain't been overturned or banned, and it's not gonna be. So yesterday it was another victory for us, Second Amendment rights people, constitutionalists. That was a victory for us yesterday. And now today is another victory. And not so much a victory for us, pro-lifers, but for the children. Okay? Y'all have to understand that you guys supported a demonic and satanic administration. It is what it is. And now you don't want to say nothing because you know that's true. So I just wanted to jump on here real quick, give my, little 2 cents about this decision that came down today. I'm so glad. I always do hashtag save the babies, because the babies are our future. If you don't let them grow up, if you kill them before they even come into the world, what kind of future are we going to have? A bunch of gay ass kids that won't reproduce because they done brainwashed them so much and lied to them so much, telling them that they can be whatever sex they want to be. Even telling them that men can get pregnant. Now they're even talking about men can have periods. This is a sick administration that y'all supported. Sick. So if we're killing all the children before they even have a chance to come into this world, okay, then what kind of future are we going to have? Because we're going to die. One day we will not be here. But they will. So people need to think about that. What y'all want, a bunch of gay ass kids walking around here? Done grew up to be gay adults and don't want to have children the way that God created us to have children? Okay? That's what the future is going to look like if we don't put a stop to this agenda in November. It just really sickens and saddens me to see these people, women. We're natural born nurturers, whether you have a child or not. If I didn't have any kids, I'm still going to be compassionate towards other people's kids because I'm a woman. God created me to be a nurturer. So you don't even have to have your own children, but you're supposed to have that deeply rooted nurturing persona about yourself because you're a woman, and that's what we are created to do, is to have children and to nurture them. That's why you got a lot of black women out here. I can't speak for the white women because I don't know what y'all doing, okay? But that's why there's a lot of black women out here that babies their man, that takes care of their men, because we're natural born nurturers. And when it comes to our men, that can get us in trouble. So I can't understand why women are out here protesting against this decision. They're protesting to literally kill children. If you got a little time, Google Molech. See what that's about. It's an evil against God decision to make. So, it is what it is. God's wrath is not going to, his wrath is his wrath. And people keep going against him, turning their backs against him, following Satan, doing everything they want to do to people, whatever. And you think you're going to come out unscathed? No. There's such a thing as karma. Okay. So that's, I wanted to put my little 2 cents in about the decision. Dialogue would be fabulous. If y'all know how to open your mouths and you want to talk, and let's have a dialogue about it. I would love to hear y'all opinions about it. Okay? So y'all have a good rest of your day.